Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and welcome to 2023. And I'm sure most of you will probably hope it's nothing like 2022, as most investors will have lost money. Why? Well, stocks crashed, bonds crashed, property is crashing, and crypto crashed. And pretty much everything went down. And it turns out one of the best things you could have done last year was just keep money in the bank. However, even then we got hit with record high inflation. Yay, 2022. And so this first video of the year won't be all flashy, as we do have some very important topics to cover, including the blowups of 2022, FTX, Celsius, Luna, BlockFi, and C20. Then onto the number one most important thing for all investors in 2023. And then we'll finish up with my personal investment plan for this year. As always, if you do enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does. Okay, first up, let's talk about the elephant in the room, all the blowups and bankruptcies of 2022. So, starting with the major blowups of 2022, here is a list of everything that happened last year. There was the epic collapse of FTX, which pretty much caught everybody by surprise. Even the world's best investment companies like BlackRock and Sequoia had invested in FTX, and they had huge due diligence teams which also could not see the collapse of this company. Then my heart goes out for anyone who had invested in Terra Luna, another major blowout. 3 Hours Capital, then Genesis, all the retail investors that lost money with Celsius and BlockFi and Voyager, and then all the different hacks that happened as well. So many are saying this is one of the worst years in crypto's history. And if you manage to avoid every single one of these, then congratulations. But most people will have taken some kind of hit. And then the final one, which was my first channel sponsor and quite dear to my heart, Crypto20. Now, frustratingly, Crypto20 was okay, but it got tied up with Celsius and FTX, which then brought it down. And by the end, I did in fact have 40% of my crypto portfolio in C20, so have taken a big hit. I didn't just promote them, I did invest in them. And as we'll cover later with the famous Rothschild quote, invest when there is blood in the street, even if it's your own. Well, I do personally have blood in the street. And it sucks because the product was excellent. I don't think investing in individual cryptos is the right strategy. And index funds have proven to be superior. And I guess in hindsight, it was the right product, but with the wrong company. And as soon as someone like Fidelity or Vanguard or BlackRock create a similar product, that is where my money will be going. Now, for all the people who did avoid Celsius and FTX and BlockFi and Terra Luna and any of the hacks, congratulations, but most people will have taken some kind of hit. And this brings us nicely on to the number one most important thing for all investors in 2023. And so the number one most important thing is your personal asset allocation. And this will likely be a mix of stocks, bonds, cash, crypto, commodities, and alternative. An alternative can be anything like cars or watches or even Pokemon cards. So everybody's portfolio will be some combination of this. And unfortunately, as much as you'd love to hear this is the perfect asset allocation, it does depend on a number of factors. So just covering again quickly the risk curve, which is the potential return on investment you can make over the risk. And everybody's going to have a different place on this risk curve. And it depends on your personal situation, the size of your portfolio. So millionaires will be investing differently and allocating differently to people just getting started. Everyone has a different risk tolerance, objective, financial knowledge, and then layer on our opinions and biases. And shortly, I'll share with you my personal asset allocation for 2023. And so here it is, my personal plan for 2023, and it comes in 4 parts. Now, Part 1 is that it's crypto focused. Now, I could do a 20-minute video just on this, but let me summarize very quickly. This is the number of KYC users in crypto, so identity verified people in crypto, and it now stands at over 300 million. And just a couple of years ago, it was 100 million. Couple of years before that, 35 million. Couple of years before that, only 5 million. And I don't think this is suddenly going to disappear. And also, every couple of weeks I've been covering videos on the next big bull market in crypto, which covers all the news and developments that's happening. But I personally think crypto isn't going anywhere. Number 2 is that it's the Rothschilds strategy. And the Rothschilds were one of the richest families of all time, and there's a famous quote which goes, "Buy when there's blood in the streets, even if the blood is your own." And as mentioned before, I do now personally have blood in the crypto streets, but as painful as this is the time to buy at maximum pain. Then number 3, it's a rule-based strategy. And that means that I'm investing using logic and reason and not getting caught in emotion. So this is my personal asset allocation as it stands January. And as I've mentioned before, I'm in the process of selling this property, which should be closing in the next couple of weeks, which means my asset allocation will be changing to this, and I'll be very cash heavy in 2023. And my rule-based investing is as follows. If Bitcoin were to drop below 15,000, I'll be investing 50% in a lump sum. And then if Bitcoin were to crash below $10,000, I'll invest the other 50%. So a lump sum based investing. And if it doesn't go below, then I'll just have to deal with that problem of where to put the cash. And when it comes to what I will be buying, it won't actually be Bitcoin, and I'll cover that in a video coming very soon. Next up, I do have a 1-minute clip of Abigail Johnson, who is the CEO of Fidelity. And in this clip, she's talking about the crypto crash and what Fidelity plan to do. And it's pretty much exactly how I think and what I will be doing in 2023. Check it out.
Yeah, I figured this is my 3rd crypto winter.
Yeah, you've been through a few, yeah.
So, and then when you figure on, bear markets and the securities market, I've seen plenty of ups and downs, but I see that as an opportunity, and I was kind of raised to be a contrarian thinker, and so I have this knee-jerk reaction that if you believe that the fundamentals of a long-term case are really strong, when everybody else is dipping, that's the time to double down and just dive extra hard into it. And that's usually the right move. So I'm excited about what's going. I feel awful about the value that's been lost, but I also believe that the industry has in crypto that there's a lot to come, and it's really exciting. But
now, you may have heard of people who sold their properties and invested in crypto close to the all-time highs. Well, for me, it's very similar, but hopefully I'm doing it close to cycle lows. And as far as protecting the downside, even if crypto completely disappears, which could happen, I will be absolutely fine. So, key points, I still would have years worth of cash expenses in the bank. I'm still in a house which we own with 2 full-time incomes. So, although it would be extremely annoying, I would be absolutely fine. So, based on my personal situation, it is a calculated risk. So, there you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Now, tell me, what do you think? Doubling down in the worst part of this crypto winter, is it one of the best trades of a lifetime or financial suicide? Let me know what you think below. But for now, just to say, if you did enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.